In this chilling selection from Stephen King's Different Seasons collection, a pregnant woman gets decapitated, but her body still manages to deliver the baby. Okay.
The short story from King's Night Shift collection has almost no similarities with the movie The Lawnmower Man, and thank goodness, because this story is about an overweight, nude gardener who crawls around on all fours, chewing grass and eating vermin. Okay.
In this iconic 1986 novel, a group of 7 children face off against an ancient, unimaginable evil. In this scene, each of the 11-year-old boys has sex with young Beverly March in order to maintain their close, personal bond in the sewers beneath Derry, Maine. Billy.
This Nightmares and Dreamscapes selection concerns an ordinary man named Howard Mitla, who is shocked to find a long human finger emerging from his bathroom sink. Better than from the toilet. Woo!
In this tale from the collection, Skeleton Crew, a group of college kids hanging out at a lake in Pennsylvania are attacked by a mysterious black oily substance. First of all, big mistake. Never hang out in lakes. People always take dumps in lakes. I learned that as a kid. The remaining survivors, Randy and Laverne, unexpectedly decide it's a good opportunity for some raft loving. Raft loving could be good or bad. I think it depends on the raft. Are we talking rubber, wood? What's happening here?
This Nightmares and Dreamscapes story concerns traveling salesman Bill Hogan, who gets some novelty teeth from a convenience store. After a hitchhiker tries to rob him, Bill crashes his car and somehow wills the teeth to come to life and serve him, as you do.
Okay, let's see what this is.
Fellow New Englander, I don't care what you write here, Stephen King. You're a hero in my book.
We begin.
A finger had poked its way out of the drain hole in the basin. I like saying drain hole.
But the Lawnmower Man was the true obscenity. The Lawnmower Man had removed his clothes, every stitch.
He comes to her, not as her friend of that summer or as her brief lover now. They're already lovers, but the way he would have come to his mother only 3 or 4 years ago to be comforted. What do you want? He asks her. She doesn't want this, I don't think. Oh my God, you have to put your thing in me, she says. Bevy, I can't do that. I don't know how. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is worse than I thought it was gonna be. Okay, here we go.
She had been decapitated in the accident. What I had kicked into the frozen gutter was her head. Okay.
Howard bent down and looked under the sink. Jerry, is that you under there? How'd you cram into the sink?
The Lawnmower Man crawled rapidly by, eating grass. And every time the lawnmower whirled around a corner, he rose and did an odd, skipping jump before prostrating himself again. What is wrong with Stephen King?
He shook the long blade at the chattery teeth like a teacher shaking his pointer at a naughty student. What a use of metaphor. You shouldn't bite, he said. That's very bad behave. Dash. And before Hogan was fully aware of what was happening, the chattery teeth had closed on the kid's nose. Really?
He wasn't cold now, he was hot now. Hot the way you got your first day back on the beach in early June. Is he talking about the creature, the girl, the lovemaking? I'm lost.
I think that's sort of the idea. She tells him and holds him gently and guides him. Oh my God! Oh my God!
Howard straightened up again, and for one alarming moment, he felt his head might simply detach itself from his neck and float away. You ought to see a doctor about that sensation.
He pushes forward too fast and there is pain because she's a virgin, because she's 11 and they're gangbanging her. How is Stephen King not in therapy or jail? She feels no physical pleasure.
A moment later, I was aware of fresh blood seeping through the lower part of her dress and of movement there. I became suddenly, frenziedly convinced that there was still a chance to save the baby. My hands had found her fully dilated. This is twisted. Okay.
Is this a haiku? I don't know what's happening. He pulled back suddenly, trying to pull her up, but the thing moved with oily speed and tangled itself in her hair like a webbing of thick black glue. It sounds like Venom. This is Spider-Man 3 territory.
The lawnmower man swerved and ate the mole. That was when Harold Parkett leaned out the screen door and vomited into the zinnias. What?
Howard gave voice to a rusty, bewildered scream. Stephen King just took out the dictionary and just flipped through. Okay, I don't want to describe the scream. Sure, a rusty scream. The f***.
He flailed at the teeth with his right hand, trying to bat them away, but they were locked on his nose as tightly as Hogan's seatbelt was locked around his middle. This is like a 1960s Batman Joker episode. The kid jackknifed backward, and for a moment, Hogan could see only his flailing body, lashing elbows, and kicking feet. If you lose a fight to plastic teeth, you're a
Pulsing. It was alive, at least then. Definitely alive. The baby all but flew into my hands. This is gross. Where did... Ugh.
She sits up and touches his face in the darkness. Did you? Did I what? Whatever it is. I don't know exactly.
I dropped to one knee and turned the head over. Her lips parted. They mouthed 4 words. Thank you, Dr. McCarran. What the... Really? So did he kicked the head and then grabbed the baby and then look, this is... Is she a ghost? Is it a ghost head?
The teeth fell off his face and into his lap. Most of the kid's nose fell off with them. Oh, one of the greats.
The key thing to understand here is that this is not the end. She goes on to have sex with all 5 more of her friends in this tunnel in an 11-year-old gangbang, Mr. King. An 11-year-old gangbang where they've already defeated the monster. They're just lost in a tunnel, so you gotta... God damn it, Billy.
I'm serious. I'm so confused right now. Is it a ghost head?
Yeah, I don't even know what to say to this.
What are the stakes of this story? What is the point of this? A mole and a man ate his grass? Just don't hire your gardener on Craigslist, Harold.
This is just weird. What is with Stephen King?
Well, that's whatever this was. I think the movie Lawnmower Man looked a lot cooler. Why'd you make me do this?
Well, I think we all feel a little disgusted with ourselves and a little worried about Stephen King.
Well, that was weird. So is there another Stephen King book or passage that we should explore? Are there other books or movies, TV shows that we should do dramatic readings of? What do you want to see? Let us know in the comments section below, and we might just do it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.